Your alarm goes off, 7:14 in the morning. Same ceiling you've stared at for years, same cracked paint in the corner, same tired you. You reach for your phone before your eyes are even open. It's a habit by now. Scroll, nothing. The usual bills, the usual nothing. Then a banking notification slides down the screen. Deposit received. You almost swipe it away. It's probably spam, probably some glitch, some mistake meant for somebody else. You open it anyway. And you stop breathing. Your account, the one that's been sitting at almost nothing all month, the one you're scared to even check. $100 million. 100 million. You blink. You wipe your eyes. You refresh the app. It's still there. Every single zero, right where it was. There's a message attached to it. No sender, no name, no number, just words. It's real. It's yours. But there's a catch. Spend every single cent in the next 24 hours, or you lose everything you already own. You read it twice, and right there, inside the app, a timer appears. 24 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. 23, 59, 58. It's counting down, and somehow deep down, you already know it will not stop. You sit up in bed, the phone shaking in your hand. Okay, breathe, think. $100 million to spend in a single day. Your first thought is simple. This is a dream. Any second now, the alarm goes again, and you wake up right back where you started, broke. Your second thought is so much worse. But what if it isn't a dream? What do you even do with this? Where does a normal person even begin? You've imagined being rich 1,000 times, lying right here in this exact bed, and in every single version, you were happy. You never once imagined that the very first thing you'd feel would be fear. Then the phone buzzes again. The message wasn't finished. The rules. Rule 1, tell no one. Not your family, not your best friend, not a single living soul. Say one word about the money or this game, and it ends instantly. Rule 2, when the clock hits 0, you cannot own what you bought. No house in your name, no cars in your garage, nothing of value left in your hands. Not a dollar, not a watch, nothing. Rule 3, no shortcuts. One giant transfer to a charity does not count. You have to actually spend it, all of it, down to the very last dollar. Do all of that, and tomorrow you wake up with $1 billion. Fail, miss by a single dollar. And they take everything you already have, your apartment, your savings, your name, the little you spent your whole life building. You read the rules again, then a third time, and suddenly $100 million doesn't feel like a gift at all. It feels heavy. It feels like a trap with your name on it. Part of you still doesn't believe any of this is happening, so you test it. You open a shopping app with shaking fingers, and you buy the first thing you see, a watch, $1,000, you hold your breath, you hit confirm. The balance flickers. 99,999,000. It's real. It's really, actually real. And that is the exact second the fear truly arrives. Because if the money is real, then the other part, the part about losing everything you own, that has to be real too. You look around your tiny apartment, your keys, your door, the years it took to claw together the little bit you have, all of it, gone if you fail. No more sitting, no more testing. You throw off the blanket, grab your jacket, and you move. You burst out of your building onto the street. First stop, the most expensive dealership in the whole city. You walk in like you own the place, because today, somehow, you do. You point at the car in the window. That one. Then the one right beside it. And that. Then you spread your arms across the entire showroom floor, all of them. The salesman laughs, sure that it's a joke. Then you tap your phone on the reader and it goes through. $400,000, gone in a single tap, and the clock barely even blinks. So you go bigger, faster. You book the top suite in the tallest hotel in the city, the entire floor for the whole week. You try on watches you can't even pronounce. You point at paintings you will never understand. You put a deposit on a yacht in a harbor you've never seen. You charter a private jet right now to nowhere and back just because you can. You walk into a jewelry store and buy out the entire front case, then hand the bags to people waiting at a bus stop. You rent the rooftop club that never once let you pass the door. And tonight, every single drink in the city is on you. $2 million? then 5, then 10. You're laughing now. Champagne, strangers, music, the whole city glowing beneath your feet. This is the best day of your entire life. This is everything you ever dreamed about, right here. Then, somewhere in all that noise, you glance down at the phone. $91 million left, and the clock says 19 hours. Your smile falls right off your face. Wait, you do the math. You really do it, this time. To spend $100 million in 24 hours, you have to burn through more than $4 million every single hour without stopping, without sleeping, without slowing down for even 1 minute. And it gets so much worse. Half of everything you just bought, the cars, the watches, the art, you can't keep a single piece of it. Rule 2. So, you start giving it all away. The cars, you just leave the keys with strangers on the sidewalk. The watches, one to a waiter, one to a cab driver, one to a kid on a bike. People stare at you like you have completely lost your mind. And maybe you have, but it's still not fast enough. The number's dropping in thousands when you need it to drop in millions. You're running down the street now, sweating, desperate, throwing handfuls of cash into the air over the crowd. And the clock does not care. 16 hours, 15, 14, and then you feel it. Eyes on you. A sleek black car that has been on every single street you've been on today. A man on a park bench who looks up the exact second you look at him. Someone is watching, counting, making absolutely sure you follow every rule. Your chest goes tight. You need to tell someone. Anyone. You pull up your best friend's number. Your thumb hovers right over the call button. Just one person. Just to say, you would not believe what is happening to me right now. Rule 1. Tell no one. You freeze. If you speak, it's over. Everything. Over. Slowly, you lower the phone. You have never felt this alone in your entire life. Not with empty pockets, and definitely not with this much in your hands. Then it finally hits you. You've been buying things you have to get rid of anyway, so stop buying things. Start buying what money can't hold. Time, relief, someone's yes, someone's whole future. You walk into a tiny family restaurant that's one bad month from closing, and you quietly pay off every debt they have on one single condition. They never learn your name. You cover a stranger's surgery, then the room next door, then the entire hospital floor. You pay a full year of rent for an apartment building full of people you will never meet. You clear the lunch debt for an entire school. You buy a struggling father the truck he needs to keep his job. You hand a family that's been sleeping in their car the keys to a real home. You wipe out the medical debt for a family you overhear crying in a waiting room. You pay off years of student loans for a young nurse who's been working double shifts just to stay afloat. And the money, finally, starts to move, millions an hour. But something strange is happening to you. You've stopped checking the clock. You've started watching their faces instead. The waiter who sat down and just cried. The mother who didn't have to choose between rent and medicine anymore. The old man who held your hands and kept saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And for the first time all day, it doesn't feel like spending money at all. It feels like something else entirely, something you could never buy. The phone snaps you back to reality. It buzzes hard. 4 hours left. You check the number and your stomach drops through the floor. $30 million, still. $30 million in 4 hours, and you can't keep a single cent of it. Now you really panic. You spend wild. You throw $100,000 on a single tip and don't even wait to see the face. You buy out an entire store and leave the doors wide open. Take whatever you want, all of it. It's free. You fill 100 grocery carts and hand them to 100 strangers on the street. You rent out a whole stadium for one night and open the gates to the entire city. 20 million, 10, 5. Your hands are shaking so badly you can barely hold the phone. The clock is screaming at you now. 31 minutes left, $2 million. And here's the thing that nobody in the world would ever believe. You don't want the billion anymore. You genuinely, truly don't. Somewhere in the middle of all of this, the prize stopped mattering. You don't want this day to end. With only minutes left, you find yourself standing somewhere you never planned to go. Your old street, the neighborhood you came from, the place that was here long before any briefcase, any timer, any of this madness. You look down at the very last of the money, glowing quietly on the screen, and it finally hits you. The one thing you actually wanted to spend it on this entire time from the very first second. Not the cars, not the jet, not the penthouse up in the sky. Them, the people who were here when you had absolutely nothing. The ones who never asked for a cent. You can't tell them why. Rule 1. So you don't. You just give. Quietly, anonymously, every last dollar. The mortgage on your parents' house, gone, paid in full. And they will spend the rest of their lives sitting at that kitchen table wondering who on earth did it. Your best friend's failing business, the one he was about to lose everything on, saved overnight, no note, no name. The teacher who believed in you when not one other person in the world did, set for life. And not a single one of them will ever know that it was you. That's the part that gets you. You'll watch them be happy for years, and you will never once get to say it was you. The last dollar leaves the account, the clock hits 000, and the phone goes black in your hand. For a second, nothing. Just you, an empty street, and a dead black phone. Then it lights up. One last time. You passed, but not the test you think you took. Anyone can spend $100 million on themselves. That's easy. We wanted to see what you would do when you weren't allowed to keep a single thing. The billion is yours. It's already in your account. It's already done. But you're barely even reading it now. Because the money was never the point. It never was. You spent $100 million in a single day. You gave away cars and watches and yachts and homes, and the only thing you got to keep is who you became while you were holding it. The sun comes up over your old street, slow and gold, and you just stand there in it, a billionaire that nobody knows, a stranger who quietly changed 100 lives. POV, you had 24 hours, and you finally understand what they were really counting all along. It was never the money, it was you.